So hello, let's just go through one example that will be this one. Okay, so we'll be making this one, and yeah, this range structure drawing. So let's just start with a very fundamental thing, that when we start to sketch any drawing, then we have to define the origin point, like where we are going to fix our sketch, which point. So we can fix the center of this larger circle as the origin, or we can set the center of this particular line and this one at the origin, or we can set this circle center at the origin. So let's just see what I have done. So first of all, you change the units. Units in this case are in millimeters. So first of all, I draw a line in the front plane. I go to front plane. Okay, now you can see it's in a little bit different mode. Now you can just go, yes, now we are here. You go to here and draw a line. The length of the line is actually there's a tip I want to give you whenever you are drawing any shape or anything. So there's a one fact that you will not draw the line close to the 100 millimeters, but you try to keep it at the closest value possible. So I am keeping it around the 99, and the yellow shine is showing that it's a horizontal line, and that's okay. So I just leave it here. I just go to give the dimension. So another thing is that as long you keep putting the dimension and everything along with the sketching. Now this line, okay, just get out of the smart dimension, and this line is for the construction. This is not the part of the sketch. Now next part is I am going to draw 4 circles here. So the diameter of the outer circle is 32, so it is around 16. So I will draw a circle closer to that. Then the same one, it is of 13. I will leave it to around 13. Yes. Next is 15 and 9. Okay, here it is 15. The next one is 9, close to that, and just apply the dimensions. Actually, in the end, what is expected of any sketch, that it is fully defined. That you can see it is said underdefined, and fully defined comes in when you actually make all the dimension and relations. So the outer one is 32 and inner one is actually 13 to 26. It's 26. Yes. Now apply here the dimensions. So the dimension of this outer one is 30. Okay, the inner one is 18. Okay, so we're done. Now you can see everything is in black. There is no blue color. It means we are good till now. It is fully defined. Now let's just go and do our job. What's next? So next thing is let's just go to drawing, and next we are going to draw this reference line. So I'm going to draw a line here and make it random line. You don't have to give it a length because it is actually going to be a construction line. So it's a construction line, it's defined. Now we do the sketches. There is a parallel line. We get out of the line, then there is another parallel line which start from the inner circle and get end on the outer circle. Now let's just go to add relation. Now you see these two lines has to be parallel. They're not supposed to be okay, they are parallel. They're also equal. Okay, so we're done with this part, these lines. Okay, so let's just add dimensions here. The angle between this line and this is 17 degree. If you look at the diagram, it is 17 degree, and the distance between the line is the 17. So you apply that the 17, it is also done. Another thing is that the distance between this and point and the line will be half of the 17, and it says the dimension is driven because these two lengths are equal. But let me get out of this. So if the distance length of this line and this line is equal and at the same angle, then obviously the distance will be half of the 17. That's what we were going to do. So whenever you see something like the driven dimension, it means it is already defined. So it says fully defined. Now we remove the entities that we don't need. So I selected power trim, just click and drag. It is removed. And we need to remove this inner one also, and we need to remove this one also, and this one. We don't remove these construction lines because they are deriving this sketch. If you remove them, then it will fail again. Now it's here. Now you can see the dimension has been deleted, so again apply the dimension of this, which is absolutely 39. Press enter. So we are all black here. It means it's done. Now let's just come back to this one, and we're gonna do the same thing here. The first will be to draw a reference line right down here. So the reference line will start somewhere around here. Make it construction. As soon as you come here, you just do it. It is construction line right now, and then you draw the lines which goes through it. It goes to the outer one. Okay, then you do the another line which is okay, actually it is slipping on this plane because we have not defined the location of the point, but we can do it later. I just made the second line. Let's just apply relation between this line and this line. So both are supposed to be equal and both are supposed to be the parallel. Now I apply the angle between these. Now you can see in the diagram the angle is actually this one. So you can apply inner angles or the outer angles. So outer angle is given, which is 163. Press enter and it's done. Now you can see we still have it blue colored. It means and you can say below it's underdefined. So something is left, and that is the distance between these two, which is 13. Just apply it and it's fully defined. So we are done. Let's just trim our entities which we don't need. We don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this, and this. Okay, we are still fully defined and we are done. Now the time has come that we make the central part. So for the central part you can do two things. Actually, you can make a center rectangle at the center, and then you draw the these arcs, or otherwise you can draw a simple line and draw the arcs. So I am choosing the difficult and longer process because I want you guys to learn more. So let's just start drawing here, lines here. So when you can see here, when I try to find the first point, it is already showing a dotted line. So it is actually helping us to draw the line from the same vertical line. So yes, so it is a horizontal line. Now let's draw our arcs here. So our arcs has to be the one point is here and another one is here, and it's a 3-point arc, and the midpoint I select randomly here. I will define the final values later. So do it randomly. Okay, now you can see what we have to do. Let's just apply some relations. So the relation, okay, first apply relations in these arcs. So these arcs has to be equal curve length, and okay, it's fine, just that equal curve length for this one also. This also supposed to have equal curve length. Just press equal and it is horizontal. Okay, it will be parallel, obvious. Now the next thing is we'll have to define the tangent. So this particular arc and this circular, both of them are in tangent. Same for this and this. This is also tangent, and here you can just go for this one also. Just clear section, go for this tangent, and this one also. we are done there. Okay, now the next thing, we're still in below here because we have some dimensions here. So the distance here is supposed to be 11 here. Just enter it. Now we know another dimension, that the distance between this line and this line will be absolutely 11 by half, 11 by 2 actually. Now we see that still we have few problems here. Now what you can do, what's left here is this arc is also tangential to this line. So you select both of these, select tangent, and it looks fixed. Go for this one, tangent. This is also fixed. Now you go for this one, tangent, and lastly this one, and we come out of it, and there is still something left. And if you want to know what's left right now, the thing which is left is that this point can still move. We'll have to fix this point, so we'll have to find a dimension which we actually left here. So that is the dimension of the arcs. So the dimension of this arc is 47. You put it. Now it has turned black, and the last one is the dimension of this, so that is 23. And we are done here. You can see all black, fully defined. So whenever you are making any sketch, try to make it fully defined. That is the first target. And if you want to extrude it, which is not a part of the exercise, but let's do it. Go to power trim, remove it, because extrude can be done in a closed surface. You can also do to that surface, but I will cover that later. So you can see it is done, fully defined. Now let's just go to extrude base, both actually, and it's done. Choose your value, press enter, and we have made it. It looks cool, right? So in the next section, I'll be covering these features, all kind of revolve and other features. So yeah.